Welcome back. I'm your host, Coach Cass, and today we have Nadine Sherry from Wells Fargo Bank, store manager. Thank you for being here, Nadine.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
No problem. So, Nadine, when preparing for college, I remember being so scared, right? I was looking around at all of these fees. Actually, they say, according to the Institute of College Access and Success, a study on student debt, about 7 out of 10, who attend actual college institution end up $29,000 in debt. And that just sounds like so much money. So what should someone do when they're starting to prepare for college, when it comes to making sure their debts are low and their money is high?
Hey, that is a wonderful question, Coach Cassie. So yes, you are absolutely correct. In fact, besides financing a home, financing a college education is the second highest debt that a family will incur.
Yes.
Subsequently, there's a lot of planning that is necessary in order to make sure that your college experience for both the parent and the child, is a pleasant one. That's the reason why here at Wells Fargo, we have multitude of products and services to facilitate that transition. We have a wonderful program called Get Ready for College.
Oh, nice.
Yes, absolutely, because especially at this time of the year, this is the time when kids are making that preparation. So Get Ready for College gives you a wide variety of options. It is a very interactive program where you are able to take a quiz to give you a quick assessment of your knowledge on college, how to save for college, and how to plan for college. Nice. It also provides you with a calculator where you are able to plug in all the numbers, meaning how much your tuition is going to be, how much you're receiving in grant, if you are going to be involved in college work study, how much income you're going to earn from that, any grants, any additional expenses that your family is able to cover, and then it renders you a difference on how much you're going to need to actually borrow in order to get you ready for that college experience.
Wow, that sounds really exciting. I remember when I was in school, I took out an extra loan that I really didn't need, and somehow that money went missing. I think I spent it on concert tickets and pizza. Yeah, so would you say that people should take out or get more than they actually need when it comes to financing for college? Actually,
if you use those tools that are available, you really would not be getting into anything deeper than what you really need.
Nice.
Because what's wonderful about the calculator is it allows you that allocation for those unforeseen expenses, those college tickets, those extra items that you may need as a college student. You are going to splurge a little bit.
Right.
So it takes all of that into consideration. And it also helps you manage your money. Manage your money in the sense that first you start with your basic, checking account. What do you have available in your balance, how much you can spend, and so on and so forth. So having a very clear understanding of how your checking account works, how to manage those funds, set you up in the right direction. We give you a lot of variety of ways to also manage your money, such as online banking. So you are able to look at, your iPhone, as most college students are using these days, and manage your money. You can set up for what we call bank alert. That alert, you can set it up for you to get a message when a deposit is made, when a debit is taken out of your account. Absolutely, absolutely. So there's really no reason for a college student not to know initially, okay, what is it that I'm setting myself up? So once you have all of that, then you transition into, okay, how much money do I need to expense for my college expenses? How much money do I need? How much money do I have available? And what are the resources that are available for me or to me in order to facilitate that?
I wish I had a program like that when I was in school. Pretty much, I remember walking into a Wells Fargo back then. It was the First Union, and opening up my first bank account, official. I felt really good. I had my own little card. That was before they put a Visa logo on it, right? So the beautiful thing about having a checking account, guys, for those of you who are on the fence about getting a checking account, is your parents can deposit money in your account and you don't have to be there.
Oh, yes.
That's pretty big.
That is very big. We have a software called SurePay. SurePay does exactly that. Your parent will transfer the money into your account, a few click away.
Nice. And they could do it all online.
All online.
And one thing that's also beautiful about being with a larger institution is that you could actually go to many different ATMs all over the world to be able to get money. So even on spring break, you guys can take a little money out.
Yes, Wells Fargo has over 6,000
Wow.
way of accessing your money. So there's absolutely, again, no reason not to have access and be able to control your money.
So when it comes to credit, you know, many people, especially college students, are on the fence of what to do with credit. I remember the halls being lined with people just trying to get you to sign up for credit cards, you know, and you'll get this free t-shirt. And quite a few of my friends ended up in severe debt because, you know, they just thought it was free money. So is a credit card free money? Can you just splurge and spend everywhere?
No, you cannot. A credit card, no, so sorry. A credit card is not free money.
Okay.
You know, a credit card is a very, how could I put this, is a necessary tool because it serves two purposes. While you're in college, it helps you establish credit. And if you manage it successfully, it will increase your credit score as you get older and make your financing a lot more easier as you get older, as you get ready to purchase that car, as you get ready to rent that apartment and subsequently purchase that house. So here at Wells Fargo, we also have understanding, of course, first of all, that a college student has limited source of income. Also understanding the necessity to build and establish credit, we have a student credit card.
Oh,
Yes,
nice.
yes. It's a college student credit card. Of course, the available line is, you know, is limited because the idea is not to get you into trouble, but it's to help you manage and have better control of your finances now and later on.
Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, so student credit cards. So don't go too crazy. Is that like a secured credit card? You know, I was doing some research and I came across this new topic called secured credit cards. What is a secured credit card? How does that work?
A secured credit card serves the same purpose as a regular credit card. The only difference is that a secured credit card is provided to one when you do not have enough credit established. Therefore, we allow you to have a card that you can use as a credit card, but it is secured by your own funds.
Okay.
Yes. The minimum prepaid, absolutely.
Nice.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so instead of going to the corner store to get a prepaid card, you go over to Wells Fargo and you put money on the card and you're able to borrow against yourself. So if the money isn't there, you can't charge it, but then this way you could still increase your credit score. And in order to be better financially in terms of living in America, you want to increase your credit score. So this is a perfect way to do so.
Absolutely. So the limit is from $300 to $10,000.
Wow.
You can increase it if you so desire. And it works just like a credit card. It is reported to the credit bureau every month, just like a credit card, a regular credit card.
Okay, so as a college student now, in terms of getting student loans, is that something that Wells Fargo is in the business of doing? Do you do loans to students for school?
Yes, we do. Wells Fargo, we do provide, you know, a student loan for students. The criteria is, now, the difference between our student loan and perhaps the government-funded student loan is there has to be an ability to repay the loan. So it could very well that a student may need a cosigner. That cosigner would facilitate you to get a better interest rate and to also increase your chances of being approved for the loan. I'm not sure how other student loans work. However, you know, you can defer it, or you don't have to start making payment until 6 months after you graduate.
And if you are a forever student and you're always in school, that'll be a long time from now. I stayed in school for a very, very long time. So, you know, deferring is not totally bad, but yes, it's very important that you end up paying. And I'll let you know, here's a side note, even if later in life you decide to declare bankruptcy, your student loan sticks with you, okay? You never get rid of it. All right, so you have to pay for it. So I'm just going to put that out there. All right, so when coming to college and checking and credit cards and budgeting, how important is it to budget as a college student? Like, why is that important? Why?
Well, it is extremely important to budget as a college student because, number one, you are on a limited income. Okay, so you must establish your budget and stick to it in order for you not to get in debt or default or not be able to feed yourself. Wells Fargo, we also have a tool. It's called My Budget Tool.
Oh.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, again, it's it's for college student. It's for non-college student, where you are able to enter again all of your income, all of your expenses, and it gives you at the end of the month how much play money you have, if you want to call it that.
Okay.
So yes, it is critically important to have that budget set in stone and stick to it.
Nice. Okay, so what we're hearing today I hope you're hearing what I'm hearing, is that you need a budget. And they have tools to help you, right, at Wells Fargo. So when you get your budget together, you're not just looking at, oh, well, this is how much school is going to cost, but there's other expenses. So parents, you can't just send your child to school with just the money for class, because they also need to eat. And books equal, you know, a couple extra $100 a month. And sometimes, you know, they want to hang out a little bit. So give them a little extra play money. Or they could get a small job, right? We don't want our kids working full-time while in college for the most part, because that kind of deters from them finishing their degree. You know, if circumstances have to be, they are, whatever they are. But most times, we recommend that you do part-time, very small, limited working in order to have that play money. All right, so we have budgeting, we have our tools, we have, what was the other program called when they're going to college? What was that program?
Get college ready.
Get college ready.
Yes.
So now if you're thinking about going to college, this is a perfect tool. Even if you're in early stages of high school, why not start playing around with it now? If you're a parent who has a child already in school, maybe there's something that you're missing that you could use this tool to really start to figure out what it is that they need. So a credit card, in order to start building your credit, you could get a secured credit card, you could get a student credit card. I've even heard, well, actually my mom did this. She had pretty good credit, and she added me as an authorized user on her credit card, and I kind of like inherited her credit score. Is that something that still exists?
Yes, that is still exists. You can add your child as an authorized user on your credit card.
Wow.
Absolutely.
So that's only if you have good credit, okay? If you have good credit, add your child. If you don't have good credit, keep your credit to yourself, right? So we just want to say thank you so much, Nadine. Is there something else that you want to share with us that maybe I didn't ask you about college, banking, or anything overall that you'd like to share with the audience?
Well, sure, my pleasure. Again, to put it all together, it is, especially in certain community, we have the stigma. No credit, no credit. I don't want my child to get into trouble. Well, you know, your child or your children tend to get into trouble if he or she does not learn how to manage their funds, how to establish credit earlier on to facilitate, you know, an easier financial life later on in the future. So everything is done, you know, responsibly at Wells Fargo. Again, with over 6,000 locations, you and your child can go to any location, sit with a banker. You know, let us inform you, let us guide you. That's our job. We take pride and we enjoy doing that. Let us give you the full picture and let us walk you through that and how to get yourself ready for college.
Wow, perfect. Thank you so much for joining us, Nadine. All of you, please stand by. We have more, okay? So don't go anywhere. Make sure you have your pen and your pad, and we'll be right back.